fight again. Hurry up, Grassa!
This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you—
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions. Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before.
Shishich, my old friend. Phyllis.
Greetings. If the murder happened not long ago, the Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a pole. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this...
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but...
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's, he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacked, but neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are...
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and we know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit.
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder...
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No, this means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flints long ago. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do.
Steady now. Our friends should be back.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class... The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey! Why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior, tossing him into a swirling tumult of... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, what they can unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should have...
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
I bet the crops back in the orchard are loving this weather. Guess the Saurians won't have to water them today.
Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Monsters!
Hero incoming! Look out below! Charge! By my spark, the night burns! It's justice o'clock!
Defensive mode engaged.
Gather!
Hi! Oof! Kapow! Charge! Yeah! Look out below!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
Hurry up, Brassa!
A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
There's someone there! Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that?
Hero incoming! Look out below!
Rest and breathing. Preparing for dubstep.
Heads up! It's justice o'clock!
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
so. That vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere... To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And afterwards I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer Clink belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though. Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a... They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged it.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the wild hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rurier could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should.
Ah.
So not only is this Rurier ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. He worked so hard, seeking...
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the... One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rurier's head.
Oh. Well, at least we know...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have...
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise...
Hurry up, Brassa!
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah. Guess...
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up.
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistant.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed... But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. All right. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is... Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before you... As I thought, you're both...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed...
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeeper?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of... He would have no reason whatsoever to pick... Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning.
No, that's not right. Paimon, it doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played...
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency?
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his...
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further...
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, and I understood completely. Not being able to use your hand, That's rough for anyone. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal...
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the ins? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleep.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well...
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Phew, back inside.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper, I'd say I'm simply...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't...
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limit. But some things that humans would consider difficult are...
So...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm wet nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of a...
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure...
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary.
Paimon's lips are sealed to...
All right. Thanks again for your help.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear Get.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end—
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for.
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the what?
What happened? Did something leak? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier. Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down and—
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the— Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need— Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them, but if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've—
Wait! It's—
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in—
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you?
Come on, everyone!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time. So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained... Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading amongst everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction.
So, did Flint's make his...
And that's where Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the...
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, Pa.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all... I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so
Might he intend to come back and get it
Well, he's out of harm's way now.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is...
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the... Let's have this discussion over at my place.
If you want to negotiate prices...
I see. So Flint's has a fragment.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to...
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So...
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been great. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loud. Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Enough and I will take our workshop assistants to do...
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? Someone's guarding this place, just like he said.
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! Here you are! Or not! How are we supposed to read through this?
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient to expose the true intentions of this Rerir. We need...
Hope we don't land on our heads, then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint? Do these things...
Many strange things happen here. But this is not one...
But that file really did... Hey! Come out! Don't...
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Phew! Finally finished!
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice.
All right. Paimon will go fetch her. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt. And look. All these smaller scale wild...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil...
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually... We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, and Wild Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically...
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the...
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question. What makes... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's... an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh,
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town, and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rare's doing. But why is he using the cannon again?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was... If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might...
Huh? What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rare. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to, but it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna...
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? The cannon must... This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And you were kind-hearted.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question. If I see this fragment, it once haunted your dreams.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later,
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of...
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly that which you hold in your hand.
So that's why it responded so...
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuva.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. Oh, I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of...
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rare's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the wild hunt, but that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are...
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe...
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim, after all? A gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely...
Well, about that... People have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't...
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely we will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really—
it's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hesia.
I do, yes. But why are you here?
Really? The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate—
But—
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene, but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as I seek to redress this injustice. Not only for you, but for— Please, have faith in our long-standing—
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to—
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is...
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her! Everyone, it's her!
You're right, my lady. At
times like these, we must rely on ourselves. You won't let you pass, creature, aren't you?
Leave this to us, Lady Enchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough. Give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense, otherwise rifts will surely form. Prized open, if your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow. I am no god. But so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm.
Let's go, Enough. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle, what are you doing here?
Insulation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Your blood! Rush attack!
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
Go claw!
Installation chamber deployed. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Look, you're
engaged.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating
alright, let's hit—
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind!
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, viti ipotutos. Necritus necrus baptisi, que ondes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misuricu, torpirtu aethion veratum.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. I can barely muster 10% of...
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
Verfnir. Vrindaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything...
time to die! You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake!
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine... Oh? I take it that means you've been here before.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just...
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you want...
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, and then well, I brought your associate along for the ride.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wondered...
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to...
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Hurry up, Brassa! Look out below! Whoop!
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Rahier of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still know...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one...
Paimon knows what you mean, but...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone...
Is there, still time for... just kidding! Just kidding! Don't worry, boss. I know there...
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. Grah.
That's right! And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
I suppose that's one way I'd benefit.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who did?
Well, if you've got... There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remember every shadow born of the light.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant...
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred until it closes its eyes in the depths of night and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk me.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat... However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear, now that he has donned a shape and form. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders... I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you, but after our previous attempt, I suspect your space... Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
If the thief's plan was to sell your bot, maybe we should...
Oh, good. You're looking for a blacksmith? To be honest, I consider myself more of a researcher motivated by personal interest.
Something terrible has happened, so I had to come. One of my bots was stolen.
Wow, someone had the nerve to steal from your workshop?
Maybe you should describe what Crumb Clank 70% sweet looks like, I know.
Oh, no need. I know style. I'd recognize it anywhere. But the only thing that's come my way recently is boring scrap metal. Nothing that looked even remote. Maybe the thief hasn't pawned it off yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thanks for the help.
Running late again.
Wait, is that a Fatui agent over there? Maybe our thief got mixed up.
But Inefa says most Fatui agents are bad guys.
Hello?
Stop right there. I don't do business out in the open, so we'll talk like this. Introduce yourselves first. What faction are you affiliated with?
Faction? I don't belong to a faction. I'm the boss of the Clink Clank Crumkake Craft Shop.
Ah, so someone we don't want to mess with. Is there a conflict between us that I don't know about? I've never trespassed on your property as far as I can recall.
Oh, we're not here to settle a score or anything.
Of course not. I don't accept stolen property. If the owner comes knocking, it becomes my problem, doesn't it?
True. Guess we'll just have to keep looking. Well, it seems like we've exhausted all our options here. Where else should we look?
Let me think. Right. There's one more place we haven't searched. That shop. Enough told me about it. If you can pay, there's a way. That's what it's famous for.
Welcome! Please feel free to peruse our Sumeru specialties. I'm more than happy to assist with any additional requests as well.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay, this actually isn't a bad idea. You never know what kind of...
Can I help you with something?
One of my bots was stolen yesterday, and I want to know if the thief sold it to your shop.
Is it valuable? We only accept goods that we can use.
That's Dory's business acumen for you.
Turn a profit? I don't like to think about my bots that way. But, well, merchants usually find them pretty valuable.
In that case, let me check. Apologies. We have no record of any...
Aw, I thought we'd find something.
Oh, it's okay, I know. We'll think of something. Oh, maybe...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Aino and her two Outlander friends, asking around not...
Yehuda!
Oh, dumpster diver. It's you.
Okay, now that was just uncalled for. I've got a name, Pipsqueak. Use it. Now listen.
It's not a construct. It's a companion.
How did you know?
Your, intelligence mission or whatever. Yeah, you weren't exactly being subtle. Word spread throughout all of Nasha Town, I bet. But you're in luck, I know, because the best bounty hunter in the land has decided to take up your cause. Smart as a whip, she navigates the major factions with ease. Always with her finger on the pulse of all the goings-on in Nodcry. If you want to get back what you lost, oh, she's your best bet.
Who is?
Who? Ugh.
Crumbclank is doomed.
What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a... Hey! With me on your side, there's still hope.
You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you when you just swing by and help yourself to my dessert.
Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? I mean, it's true, but, well, if you're...
Yehuda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. Aino really cares about this bot, you know.
That's it. I'm done for. There's no backing out. You know...
Running late again. I don't see Crumbclank anywhere.
Have some patience and hear the professional out. Now, you might look like an easy target, but everyone knows you've got me. Not an above-board one anyway, but in a legal black market like this. That's another matter.
Wait, but aren't all black markets illegal?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean there aren't any rules. My boss sets them, and there are people who follow them, and people who don't. And based on the intel I have, this market deals almost exclusively in...
You're a genius, Yehuda! But,
The key to a market like this is operating in secret. There's no chance it runs every day. I asked around my circle.
We have to wait.
That's nothing. Even...
Now you listen up. Crumbclank belongs to my workshop. I'm the boss, and no bot...
Sheesh, this kid's got a temper. Maybe I should...
Whoa, where did that come from?
It's all right. I mean, it's understandable. The kid built up the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop all on her own. And she has more interactions with robots than... I'm sure, for her, these bots are everything. Yeah, I know that, but that's the only...
I know. Yehuda's just trying to help.
Oh, fine. If we have to wait, then...
Well, that took some convincing.
Hey, Yehoda! Wow!
My intel network never steers me wrong.
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my robot, huh? Come on!
That was not what I had in...
My. You must be the owner of the Crumb-Kake craft shop.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here, only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders, right? Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on one.
Both of you? Get out of my...
It's clear you two have no respect for even the even if Miss Aino is willing to... As you can see, this kid's creations are
I don't care! It never... But the Traveler, what?
Yeah.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than... If we want information, the front desk is the place...
Am I using this wrong?
I know. I believe regular lubricant is already sufficient. There's no need to create a brand new product.
Aw, we're already here, aren't we? Come on, I just want to... Oh, hi there, Traveler. Just the person we need. I bet... Hurry on over and help me make a bottle of that...
Frosting essential oil.
Yeah, that's the one. I was gonna do it myself, but taking a...
The truth is, Aino wasted all her ingredients trying and failing to make essential oil.
I didn't fail. Making essential oil is a piece of cake for me. Please. Wow, you really are a professional. Come on, Anefa. Let's head back and mix up some lubricant. Trust me, this new lubricant is gonna...
All right, I know, but my internal components are not actually overheating.
Well, it doesn't hurt. Thanks for the help. I only need one bottle, though, so you keep... Anyway, it's time we were...
I bet the crop's back.
Repairs complete. It was just an old circuit.
Such remarkable efficiency, Miss Inefa. If it had proven beyond fixing, I may have had to take my own land.
Aino previously proposed a solution. She said she could train that way. You wouldn't need to inform Aino every time a street...
Yes and no. Before the use of Kuvaki became widespread, because of how dangerous said streets were at night, but as I'm sure you've already noted, because of this, whenever a light goes out...
Aino organized an engineering seminar.
I didn't leave. It is, after all, disrespectful to the...
True, but the biscuits you brought were too much of it, and then I was so busy trying to stop her. So please, the next time you attend a class of any kind...
I promise...
Please say it in full. The last time you promised not to bring anything sweet.
I promise I won't bring anything sweet.
That's better. I'll notify you when she next holds an engineering class. For now, I have to pick some laka berries for her. Goodbye.
Traveler, do you know of anything else besides sweet treats, toys, and... I only hope I don't drown.
So nice and warm.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70.
Add Astro. Thank you for complete. Add Astro.
Not the friend to come. For words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away. Here's how.